legends, and welcome to this very special edition of Swifty Chat, where we will be watching our hero, the one, the only, the animal from our house. It is Thomas Sorensen, who will be taking part in the Danish National Championships for over 40s men. It's due to start very shortly. Can hear myself, so that's not very good. If you are in the chat, do say hello. If you want to join, you could even join. If you want to, I can send you a link if you want to join. In fact, I'll put a link to the watch party in the to this, so you can just join via Video Ninja. And I'll put a link in the Discord chat for that. If you want it, just let me know. Right. So it's Thomas is doing. Oh, the chat is very small. Let me make the chat bigger. Whoop. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Christian Cleese. Hello, Simon Jenkins. So, it's a 3-race Omnium, which Thomas is taking part today. So the first race is an ITT on Bridges and Boardwalks, just 8 kilometres long. It'll be one for the muscle men, you would imagine, but there is a bit of a climb in there, so Thomas's climbing abilities will hopefully come to the fore. Hello, Steve, Jukes, and Mark. Oh, and Olivo, how's it going? Oh, and Seb, wow, it is a proper party. Right, yeah, so that's the first race, and that will hopefully be kicking off very soon. I'm going to keep an eye on Twitch. I've heard that things are running behind, but we better keep an eye on the broadcast. The second race is LaGuardia Loop. Now, I think this is where it's going to really kick off. If he's kept himself in contention from the first race, we all know the trick on LaGuardia Loop. Do his competitors know the move? We shall see. So it's 2.8 kilometers long. It's 4 laps, but it's 5 sprints because there's a sprint on the lead-in. So it's all go. Could a breakaway get away? Maybe after the first sprint, someone sits out the first sprint and then, or who knows? Who knows what Thomas will go for? What strategy do you think he should go for? Do you think he should go for the sprints, or do you think he should go for a breakaway and try and clear it up? Win the first couple of sprints. You're done with it. Oh well, I suppose maybe that's not enough. But yeah. Hey Matt, how you doing? Hey Chuck Gower, how you doing, man? Lee Casty. I can't see if anyone's watching the Danish Cycling Union Twitch. Let me know if the coverage starts, because I can't see anything on their channel as yet. Oh, they've started. They have started. Right. Oh no, this is the over 50s. This is the no. I'm watching the over 50s race. Oh man, I thought I'd missed it. But yeah, that. Oh no, it is the real race. It is the real race. Right, let's get over there. Let's get over. Right, right. I think you can hear me now. Right, sorry, I'll move that out the way as well. There we go. Right. Hey, Artie, how's it going, man? Jonathan Huber, Matt. Right, okay. So what we're looking at? So Nim, Lund, Nor, Rasmussen, Thomas Peterson is one of the favourites. Christensen, Nielsen moving to the fourth. They are quite tightly bunched up here. All the favourites just sat naturally together. There's obviously no benefit physiologically of being in the draft or being in a group, but you know what's the point of going super hard, especially on the flats? Just measure your effort. If you're as strong as I'm trying to work out what top Thomas is in. Do you think is it a is that him in the Kaboom top? Do you think? Um, so Nim's putting out the most power so far. We can pretty much tell. And Thomas is going up to 6 for the bump. Oh, look at that! Thomas making his first move. His first bump here, and then it levels off after this little bump. So you can, if you're going to use your watts, now's the time to use them. Thomas is using them wisely, moving up through the pack. 7 watts per kilogram there, and the ground flattens off here before the main bulk of the climb comes. And these guys already gapped. Chris Gard, late, I think he was a late qualifier, a friend of Thomas's, did very well in Innsbruck Ring to qualify. Might be saving himself for the points race. Okay, now the cream is rising to the top. Halt Pedersen, Nielsen, Rasmussen, Sorensen, they're pretty much my pre-race favourites. So no surprises there, and they're all together, and that's what Thomas would want. If you give him any dream scenario, he would want just to be together with them, approaching this into the main bulk of the climb. So the first step is up. Waiting for the face of disappointment, Artie. What's that? Can you still not hear me? You can hear me now, can you? Surely. Oh, good. Okay, right. So the climb has begun. So I'm sort of expecting 6.5s, maybe up to 7s on the steeper sections. Where it goes up to 6, 7s, that's where you want to be, where you get the best bang for your buck on these. And you'll see the smarter riders, and I obviously mean Thomas, will tend to put out a bit more on the steeper bits, a little bit less. Obviously, you still need to turn the pedals and quite vigorously, but you'd expect them to use a little bit more when it's most steep. And we didn't see too much of that in the over 50s race, but let's see if these over 40s have got a little bit more now. Now Nim's really sticking to the task. Bit of a surprise package here, Nim. I had him as what did I have him? I had him as I think I'd even forgot to do his slide. Of all the people, I've done a slide for each one of them, but I forgot to do Nim. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I had him as my fifth. I had him as my fifth pick, Nim. So it's not completely out of nowhere. So that's not too much of a surprise. But yeah, Christiansen, Held Pedersen won the qualifier, which was the ITT. That was on the. They did 6 qualifying races. Oh, look at them all together in the sports stadium there. The tapping out a rhythm together. And who've we got? So Thomas has just fallen off the pace a little, and just before the descent. So that's not great. Missed a lot of the climb with me messing about there. But they are tapping out an amazing speed. Thomas keeping it down. 6 watts per kilogram. This bit is a killer. After the full climb, you're still about 1%, and it's Rasmussen in the Kaboom jersey, so we'll give him some love as well. There's Thomas. Oh, Thomas is in the green jersey. Green jersey. Right. We know now. There's Lund, another pre-race favourite. 2% here after the com. Real killer. You've got to keep that power up after the com. Nim and Nor making the run in at the front, and Held Pedersen there is in 4th place. He was my pre-race favourite for the ITT, but seems to have just dropped a little, 2 or 3 2 or 3 seconds off the leaders there. Go on, Thomas! Go on, give it some! Or do you push down the hill? I think there's about 2 or 3 kilometres to go once you get to the bottom, so you can't really afford to save a lot of energy on the descent. Or can you? You see Christensen there is using his energy in little bursts to keep his speed high, whereas others are keeping a more constant rate to keep it ticking over. But this is going to be a cracking finish. Nim heading down the final section of descent. He's still keeping the power down, eases off a little. Look at look at the focus there. Look at them muscles. What a specimen of a man. Gravity's got to be helping him somewhat there, and yeah, that's where Thomas is still working hard. 6 watts per kilogram to keep the gap. Nim with a 1 second gap to Noor, then a further 3 second gap to a whole bunch, including Thomas, who's sitting nicely at the back of that pack. Nielsen, Pedersen, Christiansen, all in a bunch, approaching sea level. Come on, Thomas, let's see it. Is he dropping off though? Is Thomas just dropping off? That bunch has just separated out. Is Thomas trying to save some energy so he can put really wants a top 5 position to keep himself in contention going into the points race? But Nim is streaking away. That gap's up to 2 seconds now, just hovering between 2. It's hard to see that group's going to catch. 4 seconds is a huge portion of time at these speeds with only 1 kilometre to go. 8.1 kilometres for this race as they hit the Boardwalks section. Nim has upped his power on the flat, which is what you want to see. He hasn't drained himself completely, and Thomas just dropping down to 5 watts per kilogram as he hits the bottom of the descent now. Can he raise the power? Can he catch up to Nielsen? But Nielsen is one of the strongest riders in the pack, especially on the flat. Big watts. Come on, Thomas. Let's see it. Let's see that power that we're used to. Thomas raising his power up to 5.4, 5.5, 5.8. Come on, Thomas. 5.4 again. The guys at the front streaking away with 6 watts per kilogram. Thomas now, has he settled for his position? There's 3 seconds to Nielsen in front. Can't see him catching Nielsen. 9 seconds behind to Madsen. So is he best just sitting in now, saving his energy for the next battle? It's 8.1 kilometres, and they're approaching the M. Oh, Nim's losing his lead. Noor's got something in the bag. He's kept something back, and he's streaking away in the final. That's it. Nim has given up. This race is over. Noor's taking it in the final 200 metres. Oh, that's cruel. And the way the points work, there is a bonus. There is a bonus for points first place. Now, where's Thomas going to come? Yeah, he's settled into his position. He's going to be a comfortable 7th. Nielsen, my pre-race favourite, only gets 6th. So we shall. That's really going to set the cat amongst the pigeons. And there's Thomas in his green jersey. Go on, Thomas! Come on! Superb. We're in the running. Off to a solid start from Thomas. A race that didn't really suit his power. Flattish TTT, short. Not really Thomas's thing. So next we'll be off to LaGuardia Loop. Let me just add my voice to this other scene, so you won't hear me for a minute, but that is deliberate. Right, hopefully you can hear me again. Let's just move this down. Oh, LaGuardia Loop, this is going to be an absolute belter. And with Nielsen, not coming away with podium position, is going to be looking to make amends in the next race. So we could quickly look through the other competitors. So let's have a look at what I said. So LaGuardia Loop, yep. That seems wrong. Oh yeah, 12.6 kilometers wrong. It has 110 meters of elevation. So four laps, 5 sprints. So there's a sprint pretty much right away after only, I think it's about 1.8 kilometers. it's a downish approach, and then a sprint. Tough one that. But yeah, it's I know it's flattish, and Thomas, would want a big hill if possible, but I think he can use his nous, his racing experience, and yeah, I think he could do something here. I know he will. I know he will. Or he'll give it a damn good try, if nothing else. The final race is a scratch race, and on London Flat, 2 laps of that. Relatively new course. It's got the escalator both up and down, round Richmond, up the escalator. Lot more round London. I think it goes up. Does it go? Does it? No, it doesn't go up there. Doesn't go up Northumberland, doesn't it? Yeah, and then finishes on London Bridge. So that's quite an iconic ending. Um, so this is the guy who I had ranked as first. Very strong rider. Oh, let's go back to the points. So they're just showing the points. So you get 20 for first place, 17 for second, 15, 13, 12, and then 1 point, 1 point for each position, down from fourth to 16th, 16 in each race, and I think that's the same for each race. I'm not sure how the points work for the sprints in LaGuardia. It seemed like it was maybe 1 point position per sprint, but overall those get totaled up, and um, so you're still the maximum points for the second race is 20, which is reasonable, obviously. Um, right. Why is that showing different? Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Right. So back to the slides. Slides. So yeah, this is Simon Nielsen, and I think where did he come? He came just ahead of Thomas in sixth place, and but yeah, very strong guy. Just qualified for the over 40s apparently. Um, could well have competed in the nationals, in the elite. Sorry. And we've got I had Thomas Lund Anderson as my second favourite, and I can't see where he finished. And Thomas Hald Peterson, I think he won the. They each did. I've just shown the results from the qualifiers as well. He did extremely well in the qualifiers. In the second race, was that was on the classic. Did he? And he won that one, and he also won the first one. I'll just go through the qualifiers. Actually, they did the Lock Loop, the Classic, Volcano Climb, ITT. They did UCI Short Lap. That's the one that Thomas did best on, with Innsbruck. Three Little Sisters, and then the Innsbruck Ring. So there were 6 races, and your best 4 races counted. So Hal Peterson sort of wrapped up his qualification almost in the first 2 races by winning the first 2. So he obviously likely eased off on the second one. Oh, they're doing interviews. They'll be in Danish, obviously, so it won't mean anything to me, and I can't actually hear that. um, oh, right, it's coming out my speakers. Well, it's not Thomas anyway, but maybe that's the guy who won. Right, where's my slides? Then, oh, what? Um, then Thomas ranked fourth. I think he'll do well in the next 2 races in particular. Uses nous in drafting, etc. Michael Nim I had ranked fifth, and looks like he came second. My Home seemed to do well as well. Home Christian was up there. Chris Gard, he I think he was at the back, wasn't he? Larson, Thompson, Madsen, Nielsen. No, oh no, I got him completely wrong, didn't I? He came second. He nearly won the first thing. I don't know why I ranked him so lowly. I mean, it's hard to tell on these things. He didn't, didn't exactly tear up the the qualifiers, but it could have been holding back. You only have to do enough in the qualifiers to qualify. No point in in winning the races if you qualified. So it could have been keeping himself secret. Who knows? Rasmussen, Nielsen, Viberg. There we go. And this is how it finished up in the qualifiers. So Held Peterson was top, Anderson, Nielsen, Madsen, and then Sorensen. Oh, just 1 minute 40 to go until the next race. Right. Welcome, Dwayne. Yeah, oh yeah, that would have been a good idea. Yeah. Get Ollie to do the translations. I keep forgetting your name, Dwayne. I'm sorry. Is it just Dwayne? Right. Back to the race. Back to the race. Where are we? Come on. Right, I'm going to take off that annoying black border. Okay. So the pain from the first. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Yeah, the pain from that first race is going to be palpable, and the muscles will be screaming at you not to go sprinting. But as Nelson said, as he boarded the yard arm of the San Jose to take control of that mighty vessel, death or glory, and I think that's what must prevail here. You've got to risk it. Try and get in a break. Try and win the sprint. Some big sprinting guys here, so it doesn't naturally lend himself to Thomas. But now there's lots of rolling terrain here. Take advantage of the little dips. You can't. Oh no! I forgot. The clock is kicking down. Oh, I'm so excited. Go on, Thomas. Go on. Oh, 2 hours going. Oh. I think James Bailey's in the pen. I don't know. Maybe he's just to offer help if needed. And it's a predictably sedate start. No one going hell for leather here. Where's Thomas? Just sat third there. Don't think they get any power-ups. Don't know. No power-ups. I would imagine no power-ups. I'm pretty sure no power-ups. And all neutralised bikes, so no advantage in the bike setup. Thomas nicely moving to back. Oh, look at that! That is what I want to see. Not pedalling, taking those risks. That's where you'll win this race, by not pedalling down steep hills. Go on, Thomas. Nielsen, which is Nielsen. So Nielsen is the guy in the rainbow jersey. He's a huge. Oh, look at that! He looks like he's one hell of a sprinter. He is one hell of a sprinter. Where are we going? Right, so around this corner. Speeds are slow at the moment, but they pick up incredibly as you come round to the left. The speed starts picking up, and the benefit of being in the draft really pays dividends. Oh, we should just zoom out a bit. The speeds, it's slowish around this section here, and then I think the first sprint is you turn left. It's not here, but yeah, that would be. I think I would have sprinted there, thinking, oh, who's going now? My home's gone. He's gone early. Look at my home. Look how far he's gone from Quistguards on it. No, Nielsen, my home, Nim. It is this section. They've gone early on the sprint. Look at those red numbers lighting up everywhere. Thomas is 14 watts per kilogram on the hill. That's the time to make your move. Thomas Sorensen coming through. Come on, Thomas. You can do it. Very hard to catch people on the descent. Can he hold his position in second place? Come on, Thomas. Keep pushing. Come on, Thomas. Oh, Nielsen just took Thomas on the line, I think. Oh, and this is completely different to the first race. But everything's collapsing in my room. It's gone. It's gone crazy. Come on, Thomas! Give it to him! I thought he was going to go early on that sprint, but he didn't. He didn't go quite as early as I wanted him to. But was it my home who went early? Who went really early at the point that I normally go, and obviously Thomas was onto it quickly, but from the rear, so he got the benefit of all the others who were ramping up when they saw that, and he hit the power. He was hitting massive watts on the ramp, which is when you really need to put it down, and then he kept it going on the flat. Very hard to be caught on the descent on that lap. And who's going through now? Someone making an attack after the sprint. Is that Nim? No, it's is it my home? Who was it in that jersey? Yeah, Rasmussen, was it? Was it Rasmussen? It must have been. Okay, Rasmussen, not a bad place to make a break. Maybe he sat through that sprint a bit, rested up, and then attacked afterwards. Can he get a gap? This is a battle royale already. They are not pulling any punches. It's kicking off. Everyone who's behind the pace in the first race needs chaos now. They want chaos in the pack. They want Christiansen's trying to. Oh, Hal Peterson! His power's gone to zero on the hill. Oh, what's happened to Hal Peterson? Oh no! Has he had a dropout? Thomas trying to bridge across, is that? Chris Gard following. Thompson following. Can Christiansen make it over? Is he going to bridge the gap? Is he going to be the first one over? Is Thomas going to bridge the gap? There's Thomas in the green jersey. I think he's allowing others to come through. He's just picking up the pace. He wants the pack, but he wants the pack to catch the riders ahead. Smart work from Thomas, making up some ground, but then sitting in, hoping the pack will do the work. Is someone going to push? Someone needs to push. They only need to push. One person needs to push harder than the leaders. But if they all sit in, if they all wait for each other, then they'll never come back. Rasmussen just tapping out a constant pace. This is the most effective way. Even though you've got no draft, if you can keep a steady pace, it's far better, far more physiologically easy on the body than these sprints which the chasing pack might have to go through. They come round the penultimate corner. High speeds again. Thomas comes off the power again, saving energy at the crucial time. At the back of the pack, like a demon. Rasmussen, he takes it into the final dip. He still has to pedal through these dips though. Hasn't got enough of a gap to take rest on the descent here. And now this is the point where round this corner where they attacked early. My home went early from here. Will they go early again to try catch the leaders? Christiansen putting out some power, approaching the ramp. Rasmussen ramping up. Thomas sitting in the pack. At the back, can't even see him. He's sat so wildly at the back. Is he going to go long? Is he going to go longer? Is he going to sit in? Come on, someone's got to move if those leaders are going to be caught. Christiansen ramping her up on the ramp. All the chasers now hitting the ramp. Chris Gard coming through, Hal Peterson coming through, Thomas and Sorensen hitting big numbers, Mads Pedersen, Nor, Sorensen approaching the front again, Sorensen's in fourth place, Nor's in third. Can Thomas come through? Come on Thomas, come through Thomas, come on Thomas. Yeah, there's Thomas coming through, he's come through, he's getting caught by Madsen, he's getting caught by Christiansen, Rasmussen still with a 10-second lead, Thomas keeping it down on the descent, come on Thomas, all the way through, keep it down, oh, we missed it, we couldn't see who was there. I think he got fifth. Oh, good points again though, Thomas. Come on, Thomas! Come on, let's hear it. Where's those caps in the comments? Let's see some passion for Thomas. Come on, Thomas! Is anyone going to take advantage here? Now, as Rasmussen sat up, he's lost a lot of his lead, but he still seems to be pedaling. He hasn't sat up certainly. Now, this is the point. They've got to decide who's going to come through. Thomas there. Another good sprint from Thomas. Let's have a look at the points. And Sorensen's in second place. He's in second place. Nielsen's in first place. That is a terrific result from Sorensen. And I feel he's been very, very wily as well. Come on, Thomas. Second place. Nielsen in third. Christiansen in fourth. Chris Gard in fifth. Hal Pedersen in sixth. Madsen in seventh. Oh, isn't it great having a live scoreboard? Come on, let's see some passion for Thomas. I want to see some caps. I want to see some exclamation marks. I want to see some emojis. Come on, Thomas. He's giving it to them like the finest Dane in the land. Come on, kaboom! Right, where are we at now? Oh, these sprints come around fast, don't they? But Rasmussen, that is a commanding lead now. And Nim as well. I think we'll be looking good for the overall lead. He's just hoover up this next sprint, and could spell big trouble. Thomas coming to the front. What's he playing at? He's attacking this little bump. Nobody expected that. Nobody expected that. He's throwing down. Come on, Thomas. That's right. Throwing down a long way out. Get some speed on this bump. Can he get as long as he can maintain a gap? Go on, Thomas. He's got balls bigger than King Kong, this man. This game is not over yet. Go on, Thomas. Oh, he's streaking away from the pack. Come on, Thomas. Keep it down. Come on. Can he make that gap? Can he make the gap to the front, to the leaders? They're tapping out at constant speed. They've got the lead. They've got the momentum. But Thomas has got the strength. Oh, has he pulled the group back again? He's pulled the group back. They've caught him. Oh, he's going to sit in again. He's going to sit in. Thomas is sitting in. Yeah, he's gone to the back of the group, taking his rear position for this next sprint as they make this final turn into the descent. Speeds will increase again. My home now leading the charge, but very carefully. Nim, this is where the leaders are really making up ground, but can they pull it back enough to get them back on that descent? After this final attack, they'll pull back seconds, 4 or 5 seconds probably, on the just by virtue of being in a sprint, and this will help both Nim and Rasmussen. Will they work together, if they can work together, or will they start to tear each other apart? Will one perceive the other to be not doing enough work and decide that it's time to sit up, or will they work together, share those big points, and almost guarantee Nim you've got to say, an overall victory surely? And yep, there they go into the final climb. Is anyone going long this time? No one going long. That's going to cost their chances of catching. They've got to ramp it up now. Ramp up now. Come on, Thomas. Give it the full beans. Give it the full Jenkins. Come on. You can't ramp up on the hill. Too late. Come on. Get the power up. Go on, Thomas. Oh, he's waiting for others to go. He's got it. Now he's got to put the big numbers down on the hill. Come on, Thomas. Up. Oh, I can't see what's going on. 30 watts per kilogram from Thomas. He's making the move through. Is he going to get a gap before the descent? Oh, he's in Nielsen. Look at the power of Nielsen from behind. Come on, Thomas. Come on, keep it down. Oh, those guys are through the sprint. We don't need to see them, man. That's a top. Oh, he's got top 6. Top 6 again. Yeah, I think. Oh, did he nearly get 5th? Come on, let's see some passion. Come on, Thomas. Another good sprint from Thomas, keeping the points tally high. Right, who have we got now? So what's going on at the front? Oh, I think they've given up on the front now. There's only 2 more laps to go. 2 more laps to go, 6 seconds, and they've got to rest after that sprint, you would think. Yeah, whereas the 2 leaders can just, if they can just rotate around at 4.5, 5 watts per kilogram, cannot see that being brought back now. Right, so what's that done to the overall? Nielsen, 39 points. Sorensen, 38 points. Why? Hang on. Why is it Nim? It's on 24. What? Nor on 31. How can that be? Rasmussen. Where's Rasmussen? Rasmussen can't be on 32. He's won 2 of the sprints, hasn't he? That makes no sense to me. Don't understand it. Okay. Strategy. Right. So yeah, I cannot see this being brought back now. 13 seconds gap. Rasmussen, if they're working together, this is game over, and surely they'll just wrap up the final 2 sprints. I don't understand the points. Don't really understand it. How these 2 aren't leading, or at least Nim. But maybe that'll become clear. Am I missing something? He got passed on the last 2 rounds. I think he's trying to wait a fraction longer last time. Yeah, the full Jenkins. Yeah, but he's collecting points all. Oh, what's this? Oh, Quiscard making a move. Go on, Quiscard. I don't know why I like Quiscard so much. I really like him. I think Thomas tried to help him qualify in the Innsbruck ring, and he just managed it on the line. He was cool under pressure, and he might secured his qualification with the very last pedal strokes of the sixth qualifier. So yeah, the big Quisgaard fan here. Right, who's chasing? So Christiansen, Lund, Sorensen. Oh, sorry, Thomas is making a move. He thinks this could go. He's jumping over. Oh, wants to help his friend Quisgaard. Oh no, he doesn't want to help his friend. He thinks he can work with Quisgaard. Quisgaard's a man I can work with, he says. Just like I was reading about Hitler and Stalin, and that's what Hitler said about Stalin. But Thomas Sorensen and Quisgaard are not like Stalin and Hitler in any respect. Right, Christiansen, Rasmussen and Nim have got this tied up. Just roll through here. Final lap should not be an issue. But let's see what's going on in the chasing pack. Christiansen, Quisgaard, Sorensen dropping his power. Hal Pedersen dropping his power. Wants to be at the back. I don't know if there's extra points for winning the race overall. Right, they're approaching this final turn. This time with a little bit more speed, is it? No one wants to go along. Oh, you've got to get your power up now. Come on, get that power up. Get the power up now. No, come on, now. Come on, son. Come on, Thomas. Come through. Yeah, now's the time to come through. Hit that plateau with speed. Oh, is he just leading people out again, though? Is he dropping off to try and get some more power down? Oh, take us back to the sprint. I want to see the sprint. This is useless. God. Oh, Thomas is coming through this time. This time he's coming through with the draft. Another sixth place by the looks of it. Oh, yep, sixth place. Nielsen, Hal Pedersen, Nor ahead of him, I think. And is anyone going to try and make a break after this sprint? It looks like not. Nope, they're sitting in for the final lap. These two have got 11 seconds, but it can only go out unless they start playing games with each other in this final lap. Cannot see this coming back. I think it's FAL only. And I still don't understand the how can that be on the points? We've got Nim and Raz. Oh, they are moving up, but Thomas is still in with the shot. How is Nielsen so high up? It must be FTS, is it? It makes no sense. But the great news is Thomas is in second place. He's in second place. Come on, Thomas! Show it to them. Right. Right. Sorry, I've just got to check something. Sorry. Nothing to do with the race. We could do with a little bit more coverage of the the riders, couldn't we? Sports Centre Herning in the heart of Denmark, and the heart of Danish cycling is being displayed here. All heart, all guts and glory. Who's making a move now? These guys just never stop attacking, like the Vikings. Nim. Oh, is Nim making a move on Rasmussen? They're fighting each other, but it's a battle between these two now. They just they need to divvy up these first places. Don't need to be friendly anymore. It's a battle supreme. Okay, bit of a move here from Christiansen. Thomas sitting on that move's not going to work. He assesses and back to the pack. But has Viberg got a bit of a gap there on my home? My home, is it? No, Christiansen at the front. No, making the chase. My home, leading the pack back to them. But this is a strong move from Christiansen. Thomas will be looking to jump over if this gets any more dangerous. This is looking. It's definite split now. Definite split between Christiansen, Noor, and the chasing pack. Thomas, caught in no man's land. Does he make the jump? Does he lead the pack? I would sit back at the back of these and then go for a long sprint for the finish. Oh, he desperately wants someone to chase. What? Come on! Put that chase on! Put that chase on for me! He desperately wants someone else to make the run in. But nobody's doing it. Christiansen now. And no one is making the run in that chase pack. It's down to 2 watts per kilogram. They're all track standing against each other. And Noor and Christiansen are taking advantage. They're streaking away. They've got a 6 seconds gap. They won't be caught now. Now Nim Rasmussen settling in the first place battle as they approach the fight. You've got to go long. Go long. They won't stand a chance. Go long. Don't try and ramp up on the Don't try and ramp up on the ramp. Who's going to blink first? Rasmussen blinks first. And Nim doesn't even answer. Oh yeah, he does. He's tried to answer, but I'd sit up now. This is a complete waste. This game is over. That sprint is long gone. Yeah, he sits up wisely. Might even have to pedal a bit to protect his second place. But what's going on in the chasing? Nor and Christiansen have got away. They've tied up third and fourth place. But Hal Pedersen goes early. Hal Pedersen Thompson on his tail. Come on, Thomas, keep on his tail. He's got the wind of Hal Pedersen. Just needs to hold on to that, and that might be enough to give him second place overall in the race, which will be an enormous result. Thomas still in fourth place overall. No, fifth, was it sixth place? But in the pack, let's talk about second place as if it's to the front of this pack. Come on, Thomas! Oh, Nielsen's taking the lead. Hal Pedersen and Sorensen comes through. Third in that pack. Chris Gard, limping home, unfortunately. Made a brave race of it, though, Chris Gard. Right, let's see the final points. How's he done? Oh, what an idiot I'm in. Chris Gard did look like a man he could work with. Right. Where are we going? Let's show the final points. 1 point off third place. Nielsen takes that race. My pre-race favourite. Freder Rasmussen comes second place. Well, that is a turn up for the books. Hal Pedersen, no surprise there, third place. And Thomas fourth place. 1 point off third. Ooh, that is a real shake-up, though. A real shake-up. And let's see if we can see Thomas. Where's he at? I can't see him. Is he in the frame? I can't see him, can you? Cheers, Mark. Right, so where does that leave things? What? That can't be right. It's got to be higher than that. He's actually equal sixth. So Nor surprise package, Nor Nielsen and Nim. Ooh, you would think it's Hal Pedersen might still be in with a chance, but he'd have to see the others pretty much collapse, I would think. But yeah, so it's between Nor and Nielsen, and who's Thomas got to get past? He's got to get Christiansen, Lund, Rasmussen, and Pedersen to claim a and one of Nim Nielsen and Nor. Got to be tricky task to get on the podium from here. Let's put it that way. But he's doing us proud. What a way he attacked that race, didn't he? Oh, it was awesome. I can't think. What could he have done different, if anything? Where did it go away? Should we watch my channel and see if we can analyse where Lado got away? Can I even rewind? Yeah, I can I? Where did they get away? So this was the first sprint. It's weird watching myself, and all together there. Then Rasmussen. When did Rasmussen go? Was it after the? Yeah, just on this fairly nothing piece of flat. Just got away. No one wanted to chase after the sprint. Well, good move, Rasmussen. Right. It's gone absolute chaos now. Utter chaos. Right. So yeah, think stretch goal would be top 5 now. Top 5 would but take it to them in the final race. Where would be his point of attack? So should we go back to my slides? In London. Oh, there's my office, just beyond there. Right. Slides. And these look rather silly now. Leno wasn't even in my top 4. Okay. Right. Yeah, so yeah, fairly tame start. I think there is a bit of a lead in, isn't there? But we got that this climber about 2k, and again at what would it be 13k ish is the main climb in Richmond Park. It never gets massively steep, but it's certainly a tester. Sorry, I'm just going for vape. So who was the reigning champion from last year? Can I remember? I watched the last year's. I watched from a forecourt of a garage in where was it? It was some northern town. It was like oh, Pontefract or something like that. Right, come on, Thomas. Let's see what we can do in this final race. Let's hear it for Thomas. Let's hear hear some of that spirit. Right. And yeah, we don't need to see the race just yet. Any tips? What would you do? Who's your favourite? Who do you think is going to win overall? They could have a mechanical. You never know. I don't know. Would they stop the race if they had a mechanical? I thought someone had a mechanical. The power dropped to 0. Maybe it was on a little descent. Right. I need a drink. First sprint. Yeah, so 24 kilometers. It is on like Donkey Kong. I forgot to use that phrase. I did say I had balls bigger than King Kong. Reviewed your race last night. You were on the stream, weren't you? You were on the stream last night, weren't you? Let's just have another look at the points. Noah, Nielsen, and Nim. Just 30 seconds to go. Purest form of racing, a scratch race, no calculations, no second chance, just first across the line. It's like a game of chess at 50 kilometers per hour. Who will use the tactics best? Who's got the bigger brain and who's got the bigger brawn? Will it be decided in a sprint or a breakaway? Ding ding. Let's go. Final race. Chris Gard making the early run in. Oh, he's determined to impose himself on this race. Is Thomas going to jump over? Thomas just making the chase. He doesn't want to drag the back to his friend, surely. But he's making the run. Go on, Thomas. Go on, Thomas. It's on like Donkey Kong already. Game on. No hanging around. Let's get this moving. And he knows that Chris Gard is a man that he can work with. I'm not going to be able to say that. Say it again without thinking of Hitler. But Hal Pedersen is not making the run in they've got a 2-second gap. Chris Gard putting down the power. Will Thomas come through? Go on, Thomas, come through. Give your pal a rest. Come on, let's make a move. Go on, Thomas, move through. Or is he just closing him down? Go on, Thomas. There's the chasing pack. Oh, ominously bearing down on them. They've got a 4-second gap though. They will pick up a lot of speed as they enter into the tunnel. I'd love to see if Thomas is taking turns now with Chris Gard. I suspect he will be by now. Oh, they're side by side. That is not ideal. Someone needs to be leading the way. I can just see in the distance that they're side by side. Oh, now they're going to make the fast descent into the escalator. Will they even have the energy to say the traditional wee as they go down the escalator? Someone's making a move across. This is not what Thomas wants. Chris Gard, big numbers at the bottom. They've got 10 seconds. They've got 10 seconds gap. They've got 10 seconds already. Come on, Thomas. Come on, Chris Gard. Come on, show us the front for crying out loud. They'll pick up a tremendous amount of speed off each other here, though. Is that... Oh, who's that? Christensen making a move. They are picking up big numbers, and they're all benefiting from each other's efforts. As each one slingshots through the pack gains the speed of who is ever at the front. So if they keep rotating through with these little bursts, they'll soon keep up with any efforts the front can make. And will they even be seen as a threat? Chris Gard and Sorensen in the overall battle. 9 seconds gap now to the main chasing pack, but Nim and Christensen. If Nim can make it into the chasing group, that will really set the cat into the front group. That will really set the cat amongst the pigeons. Nim and Christensen now making ground on Sorensen and Chris Gard. If they can form a front pack of 4, that will surely spell chaos in the race. Everyone will have to chase 4. Surely they cannot let 4 go. Thomas taking the lead into this little small rise now. Little bumps here. Thomas will want to come off the power on the little descent, and the riders are all over the road now. There's riders all over the road. 5%, 6% at the front. Got to get that power up for this little section, or it'll just pull back together. They've got 4 seconds. 4 seconds gap now. Come on, Thomas, put the power down. Every muscle will be screeching at him to stop racing. This energy system was designed to keep you away from saber-toothed tigers, not to win false fake bike races. The systems will be screaming at you, pain, I shall deliver you pain unless you stop this punishment that you're delivering. The lungs will be screaming for more air. The heart will be pounding against the chest. Leave me be, let me rest. It will be screaming at him, and there's definitely a big split in the pack now. I've got to imagine this is going to come together for the first 8 riders, but will they stay away, or will it all come back together? But Chris Gard and Sorensen still have a lead. Whilst they've still got a gap, they've still got a chance of this making it. Pushing hard over this plateau. Sorensen at 4 watts per kilogram. Is he going to move through, or is he going to sit on Chris Gard? Chris Gard is going to lead him. Come on, Chris Gard, lead your old pal Thomas out. If Thomas did him a favour helping him qualify, maybe this was a plan. Come on, Chris Gard, sacrifice yourself for your old friend Thomas. He did it for you. Go on, Chris Gard. Push, man, push. Go on, Chris Gard. Oh, it's just coming back together. They've caught onto him, and surely now the game is up for the first major attack. But Thomas is throwing down. We know that. Will there be a counter? Can he answer? Not on a descent. Not a clever place to go. Thomas takes his rest, his well-earned rest after that early foray at the front. Lots of draft on this descent. Speeds are high, 47 kilometers per hour. Let the others roll through. And he takes the wise man's place at the rear of the pack, maximising his drafting, resting. Let those lungs recover somewhat after that monumental effort to attempt to tear this race apart. But everyone's taking a nice rest now. No, everyone deserves a rest after that chaotic start to this scratch race in London. But As soon as I say that, someone makes a move to the front. Quiscard going to the front again. As in, how much punishment can this man take? Thomas, at the back. 1 watt per kilogram. Nice. Little roller here. Someone's using it as a point to attack. Who's going this time? Another rider jumps across. Will they answer quickly? Madsen's not really putting the power down at the front, and another gap has opened up at the front of this absolutely chaotic race. Lund makes an effort to go across, but on the descent, that will help others drag across. Thomas Sorensen again going for it. He's not finished. Thomas Sorensen at 10 watts per kilogram making the bridge to this little group. Go on, Thomas. What amazing Viking spirit is showing here. God, you've got to keep the power up on this little ascent, though. Muscles screaming, heart thumping, brain screaming at you to stop such ridiculous activity. Give me some rest, man. Oh, his power's just dropped. Thomas' power's just dropped at the crucial moment, just before this descent. He's dropped off the pace of the lead pack. Obviously, wisely just sitting in. This looks like it's coming back together. No one working hard in the front. Nim bringing him back at 3 watts per kilogram. Not quite in the draft cone though, I wouldn't imagine. But there's sufficient riders here for the slingshot, the motivation to catch back on, and they'll be heading towards the escalator, which is a natural place to catch back on. No, Christensen working hard at the front. Someone's got to work hard in the chase if they're gonna hold on, and it's Viberg. Viberg leading the chase, but eases off. Someone's got to make that final touch. Still not getting any draft at this stage. This could, and the catch is finally made. All in a nice line, approaching the escalator. Have they got the effort to make it up that escalator? About 100 yards. Was it 10% gradient? It is a beast of an effort to get up there. And normally they would just take this in their stride, but you can almost guarantee that we're going to see more red numbers after all those efforts that they've done so far. Their legs screaming at them not to, but sure enough, red numbers as soon as we hit the escalator. Everyone's big numbers, 9, 10 watts per kilogram there. Viberg up at 10. Christensen fading off. Lund, it always seems like a good place to make an attack, but it rarely works. There's always sufficient numbers bunched together to make the catch, and Lund still keeping the power down. All it takes is for the pack to ease off, and that will soon. Thomas with a watchful eye, not undecided as to whether to jump or to chase. Looks like he's deciding to just lead the chase as it stands, and that comes back together one more time. Is Noah making a move? Oh, Thomas, it looks like he's in a land of indecision. He's coming off the pace. He's decided not to follow. That if you decide, you just got to make a decision. Make the decision. If you're not going to chase, don't chase. And he does so. Lets the others make the chase this time. Didn't look like it was a particularly dangerous place to go. Not a dangerous move from Noah. So he sits on. Good man, Thomas. Come on. Right, who have we got now? Nielsen. I can't remember who was leading the overall. I've totally forgot. Oh, another dangerous move at the front. Oh, it's Nim. He's been very active in all the races so far. Nor, again, active. Nielsen, making his bid for glory. Lund. Christensen. Oh, Christensen coming through. Or is he just leading the pack? Sorensen making a move. Again, not making much of a separation from the pack though. And as we go into, is this the triple sort of bumps? Yeah, these are little bumps where if you're going to make a move, this is a great place to do it. Up to 6%. Is anyone making a big move? Kvistgaard's going for it. Viberg's putting out some power. Sorensen steady, and all of that brings the competitors all together as we approach the final 3 kilometers of this first lap into a descent. You'd imagine is going to bring things. Is really going to seal this, but riders all over the road. Nielsen at the back, just dropping off the pace, desperate to finish with his compatriots. Is in the draft for the descent. He should be fine now. No! Still putting out what's on the descent. But his draft, even though he's putting out more power than the competitors, it all comes back together because they had his draft. Okay. Along the banks of the Thames, so many heroes of Britain have returned to a triumphant welcome. Now is the turn of the heroic Danes. Along Birdcage Walk. Oh, who's it going to be? Will it be a breakaway? Or will it come down to a final sprint? A bunch sprint? No. This is the calm before the storm. But that doesn't last long. Lund makes a move. What a strong move on the flat there. Nobody reacts. Nobody reacts at all. Lund is away. Instantly opens up 2-second gap on the chasing pack. Everyone watches. Everyone's watching. Lund just ride away with this race. Who wants to make the chase? Nobody. Nobody wants to be the one to drag the others up to Lund. But if they don't make the move, so this will surely last. Nim makes a move, ups his power, but not a decisive effort. That is a 6-second gap. He's already opened up on this pack into the descent. Already deciding to ease up. This is a genuine bid for long-range glory. 14 kilometres left in this race, and just like Thomas Sorensen did last year, makes a long-range bid for glory. Last year, Thomas shook the e-cycling world of Denmark by making an audacious bid for glory. Was it 15 kilometres from the finish? Didn't quite hold on to it, but Lund is doing a Sorensen. Lund is doing a Sorensen. He's making the long bid for glory, and he's opened up that gap. This time, though, the pack surely must react. But can they coordinate themselves? That's what's required. If each of them were to do 30-second stints at 6 watts per kilogram, this gap would disappear. But nobody wants to be the one to get on the front. So the gap grows. 6, 7. Oh, this is a good place to be putting out power, but the pack just are not doing it. No. Up at 6 watts per kilogram. Is he leading the way, or is he trying to make the bridge? I think he's just leading the pack up. 7 seconds to Lund. Sorensen sitting at the back, taking the benefit of the draft. Perhaps looking for a point where he can bridge across. This is a dangerous gap. No, only at 4 watts per kilogram at the front. Where's he sitting? Nor is at the front. If he can get in this break with Nim, then he seals the win. He will not want to see Nim get away on his own. Oh no, it's Lund, isn't it? It's Thomas Lund. He's 10 points behind. No, 9 points behind the leader. All sorts of... I should have took a screenshot of that so I knew the overall standing. So Lund is on 23 points. In a way, the leaders up at 32 points probably don't see him as a danger for the overall. But Nes made it over. Nair's made it over. Noah's made it over. And Quiscard. Oh no, no, no! I'm so. What am I? What am I saying? What am I saying? They've they've caught each other. Right. So is that chasing pack altogether? Not quite. Thomas has made it up to them now. Lund now with an 8 second gap, and he can tick out this constant rhythm. Are they going to take? They seem to be taking turns a bit in the chase, but not really coordinated. They're going to the front and then coming off the power. Madsen only down at 2 watts per kilogram. He doesn't want to lead the chase. Christiansen down at 2 watts per kilogram. He doesn't want to lead the chase. Oh, Nim at 4 watts per kilogram. Is he going to lead the chase? At 5 watts per kilogram. This is what they need. Power at the front if they're going to bring this back. But someone needs to get on his wheel at least. They're not even following the wheel. Rasmussen. No. Oh, the gap's opened up with Nim and No now. Working together at the front. Thomas sitting wisely. Back in 6th or 7th place. There's Nim and No. Still not making much progress on the gap on Lund though. Time to go though yet. Is this the end of the first lap? Approaching the end of the first lap, I think we are. Is this London Bridge ahead? Tower Bridge, sorry. Finished on Tower Bridge, isn't it? Yeah, this is the end of lap 1. So another lap left of this magnificent London course. Oh, it's not much. Not much artifacts on the left hand side. They haven't built out much there. It's a bustling area of retail and entertainment around here. You can take a tour up the Tower Bridge. You can see all the mechanics of how the bridge operates, and its history. It's very very fine history. It's got a glass bridge where you can look down on the motorists below. Right, so we're approaching uh, the escalator, and Lund looks to have a commanding lead now, and not many will fancy making the move now. I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, there goes Lund already at the bottom, tapping out his 5 watts per kilogram. If he can keep that steady 5 watts per kilogram, it's going to hard to see how it's going to break back. Not going to be a concerted effort with the pack to bring that back. I would imagine more likely only little breakaways which are constantly being brought back, and that in itself isn't too efficient. But Lund, huge power, you would imagine, looks like a real time trialist. Look at the size of look at the size of those legs. He's got legs like tree trunks. Look at that! What a mountain of a man! And his leads up to 11 seconds. And I think they're just going to let him go. My home with the chase. But only at 2 watts per kilogram. That lead's going to grow up to 12 seconds now. Thomas sitting at the back. Has he got something up his sleeve for this hill? This hill, you would think, is the best pace for a move to be made. And someone is leading the way. Someone's making a move. Little flat section now. That's not the place to go. As we approach the steep section, will we see somebody making a concerted effort to catch? Surely big numbers now. Thomas approaching the front. Doesn't want to lead the way. Would love to see someone streak away, I feel. And him get on the wheel, but all quite sedate up that hill. Understandable after the frantic pace that they've delivered in the first 2 races. I don't know which bikes they're on. Sorry, I didn't look at that. Yeah, they've all got the same. Oh, Christiansen's off the pace. He's done. Well, great efforts from Christiansen there. Is Chris Gard still in? Yeah, Chris Gard's still in. Thompson's off the pace. That last hill did for him by the looks of it. Chris Gard struggling, I think. Puts out a big effort there to get back into the meat of the pack, but I think he's safe. Well played, Christiansen. Played a magnificent role in this Danish nationals. Right. Okay, we've seen Christiansen. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Lund's lead has come down quite significantly there, but that's the point that you would expect it to. And is anyone going to try and make Hal Pedersen? No, just a little spurt of power to keep the pace. Nielsen, happy to sit in the pack. Myholm leading the chase, but with no significant power. Thomas, does he have a plan for the remainder of this race? What will it be? Oh, there's 30 people watching. Seems odd. Seems odd thing to watch. I suppose it's Thomas, isn't it? Right. Yeah, by all means, like and subscribe if you like that sort of thing. Right, come on, Thomas. What's he got up his sleeve? What do you think? Final attack up the final hill? I still haven't seen him live on camera. Am I missing him? No, still can't see him. Lead back up to 12 seconds. I think that was maybe just a false reading. Should be gaining on him on the descent. Now, somebody making a bit of an effort on this incline, false flat. Chris Gard, going for it again. Go on, Chris Gard. Is he taking one for the team? Taking one for the pack. Pull that gap back. Go on, Chris Gard. Making a slight inroad. 10 seconds. But you saw how cool Lund looked at the front. He did not look like he was in any trouble, did he? Looked like he was. He could do that all day long. Chris Gard again pumping up the power. Chris Gard, 7 watts per kilogram. He is giving it all for this chasing pack. Nor coming through at 7 watts per kilogram. Nielsen on his tail. The pack following. Thomas Wise, it's sat in the perfect position. Accelerating from behind on that ramp. And taking some beautiful draft on the way down. Really easing off on this descent. Down to 1. Oh, he's not even pedalling. Oh, Thomas has stopped pedaling. Beautiful. I love to see him not pedaling down a steep descent. And look at the speed. The speed's so high, you barely need to pedal. Chris Gard's doing the same. Drop to the back. No harm in that. Plenty of draft at the back. Thomas is only doing 2 watts per kilogram. Nice. This is the rest that they need. And as the gradient angles up, so does the power. But still getting plenty of draft at 41 kph. As they steel themselves for this final ascent of the short escalator climb. Pace drops again though, and the leader would surely be loving this. So there's Lund. It says 7 seconds. That's really oscillating the gap. Maybe just stealing himself for one final. What pace should you put out if you're solo up the escalator? I would say you got to aim for 7 watts per kilogram. Solo, you don't want to go crazy, you don't want to explode, you want to be able to get your speed back up as soon as possible after you've hit the escalator. He gets his speed up before the escalator, Speed goes up. He's up at 8 watts per kilogram. 9 watts per kilogram. 9 watts per kilogram seems perfect. Lund, and he's got to keep that power down. Yep, nice power over there. That is ideal from Lund. Gets the power back up. Oh, but Thomas making a big move up the escalator. Go on, Thomas. The pace is really searing up that escalator there. He takes it up at 10 watts per kilogram. Gets a gap. No, sitting behind. No, Rasmussen can't put out the power. Thomas has got a gap. Can he keep that gap? Keep it going, Thomas. Keep it going. 7 watts per kilogram. Gaining ground on Lund. Nielsen on his wheel. Can Nielsen keep his power down? But no. Thomas is making a gap. Come on, Thomas. You've got that gap. Keep it going over the bridge. Go on, Thomas. Work hard, my man. Come on, my boy! Come on, Thomas! That's it, 6 watts per kilogram. Does he ease off on the descent? Does he? Hell, he's keeping it going down the descent. He wants that gap to grow, and he wants even to make the ground up on Lund if he possibly can. Can he make the bridge? After all this, 6 watts per kilogram, over the flat. Where is he getting this power from? His muscles will be screaming at him. His brain will be screaming at him. His wife will be screaming at him. What is he doing? Where does he find this power? Amazing power from Sorensen now. Come on, Thomas! You can do it, man! Come on, Thomas! Come on! 5 watts per kilogram. Madsen keeping up the power in the chase. Oh, give it up, Madsen. You'll never catch our Thomas. Give it up. Them, you'll never do it. Oh, my wife's calling me. No, it's not. It's not my wife. It's someone from London. Oh, what? I'm not going to answer. Thomas, 5-second gap, 4-second gap, and it's only 2 seconds off Lund. It's only 2 seconds. Come on, Thomas. Come on. That's the spirit. 6 watts per kilogram. He's putting out the most power. He's going to make that bridge. He's going to make it happen. Next to the War Memorial. Oh, he's made the gap. Thomas Sorensen has bridged the gap on the final race of the day. Shows his mettle of a true sportsman. He has made the gap. Now he sits on him as they approach this crucial ramp in London. Up to 6% here. Can he summon more effort to keep this gap? Rasmussen, give it up. You're never going to catch our Thomas as they ramp it up. Sorensen's up at 7 watts per kilogram. Viberg's at 7 watts per kilogram. Viberg, give it up, man. Oh, we want to see Thomas. 8 watts per kilogram from Viberg. Come on, 6-second gap. 7. Come on, Thomas. Oh, my word. Come on, Thomas. Keep it going, man. Please, keep it going. How long's left in this infernal pace? There's 4 kilometres left and he's got 6-second gap. Come on, Thomas. Stick on his wheel. Lund's got the big power. Come on, Lund. Push it out. Get that gap. Go on, Lund. Come on, Lund. Push, man. Push, Lund. Go on, Thomas takes the front. He's showing he's willing to work for this. Come on, get on his wheel, Lund. Go on, Lund. Come on, Sorensen. 5-second gap now. They are not going to let this gap go with 4 kilometres to go. Nim is all in. He's all in. There's no point in holding back now. No point in playing games in the chase. They've all got to work if they want to see this gap coming down. Rasmussen's working. Viberg's working. Viberg, give it up, man. Rasmussen, what are you doing? Leave it out. Go on, Thomas. Thomas is up at 6 watts per kilogram. He's matching them. He's matching them on the front. That is the key. That's what he always says to me. Match them. Match the power. Lund's pulling through. Come on, Lund. Let's see those legs working, man. Put those tree trunks to good effect. Come on, Lund. Push through. It's your turn. Come on, Lund. Take your turn on the front, man. Come on, Lund. Push. And is there a break in the pack? The chase is splintered all over the place. Good news for Thomas. Good news for Lund. Lund pushing out the power now. Thomas sitting in his wheel. Come on, Thomas. Get that beautiful draft. Get some of that beautiful Lund draft. Only 3 kilometres to go. Come on, Thomas. He's got 7 seconds on the main chasing pack. 2 seconds on Madsen and Rasmussen. My home on his own. No man's land. Chasse patat. Come on, Lund. Push out that power, man. Come on, Lund. Put those legs to work. Oh, has Madsen made the gap? It looks like a pack of four now. Pack of four at the front. They've got to work. They cannot sit on this gap. 5 seconds will not keep them away from my home. Cannot play games now. Come on, Rasmussen. Come on, Madsen. Come on, Lund. Lead our beautiful hero to the end. Come on, Thomas. Rasmussen takes up the pace at the front. Come on, Rasmussen. Come on, Madsen. Lund, what are you doing at the back? Come on. Come on, man. Don't sit on now. Come on, Madsen makes the move. 5 watts per kilogram, and surely now it's between these front four. We don't need to see the chasing pack. That game is done. They know it's over. Nim's down at 2 watts per kilogram on the front. We need to see the front. We need to see the front of the race. Come on! Lund's making a move. That's what we need. Some Lund power going into this out of the climb out of the subway. Oh my word! My heart's in my mouth. Come on, Thomas! Oh what? Oh, okay, yeah, that is good news. So we've got Nielsen, Nim, and Pedersen. Lund is in 23. Oh, no, who's in that front group? No, any of them in the front group? Any of them in the front group? Can anyone make sense of that? Were any of those in the front group? We need to see the front group now. Surely, Rasmussen, Lund on the front. Surely he can't sprint at this stage. Only 1.5 kilometres to go. Lund keeping the pace going. Thomas making a move, is that? At 7 watts per kilogram. Rasmussen follows. Lund keeps it together. This is the place. Come on, Thomas! Break him, Thomas! They're cracking! Lund's cracking! Come on, Thomas! Lund is cracking! You can take him now! Come on! Oh, they just hung on! Surely now the chase is over. 17 seconds behind. My home. Oh, what a display from my home to just in that horrible position of caught between the groups, but he's tapping out his 5 watts per kilogram. Noah's trying to chase him, trying to make that bridge. Oh, what a magnificent performance there from my home. But what is going to happen at the front as we approach the final kilometre? The Flamme Rouge, they're just about to go under the Flamme Rouge with 1 kilometre to go. Down a little descent. Thomas taking some rest now. No point in putting out power now. That's right, Thomas. This game is just between the 4 of you. Surely my home won't catch, and surely the chasing group don't even think they can catch. Under the Flamme Rouge. 10 seconds lead over my home. Nim. Oh, this is the race for overall, though, isn't it? This could be settled. The winner of the chasing pack could be the winner overall. The overall position is not guaranteed. But surely surely Thomas can't win it, can he? Can he win it overall? Could he? If he takes the bonus points, 20 points overall. Oh my word, maybe he's in with a shout overall. I'm sorry, I haven't even thought about that, but maybe Thomas is in with a shout as we come down now. There's only 400 metres to go. Thomas sitting at the back. My home isn't going to make the catch. My home is making the catch. My word, look at that, man. What a display from my home. Thomas makes a move, 8 watts per kilogram. He's not going to be caught. Sorensen is going long. Lund goes long, 14 watts per kilogram. They've initiated the charge now. I don't think my home can make it now, but Thomas is up to 14 watts per kilogram. Thomas is going to... Can he catch him? Is he got enough road left? Thomas Sorensen, second place, approaching the line. Oh my God, they've taken us away from the coverage. Oh my God. Thomas Sorensen, what happened? What happened at the line? Oh my God, we missed the finish. What happened? That was beautiful from Thomas. I need to see it. Oh my word. Oh, the coverage takes you away, doesn't it? Stupid bloody game. Well, that was magnificent from Thomas. He's done everybody proud with that. Absolutely. The man has testes the size of beach balls. Unbelievable from Thomas. Does it all proud, gave it everything in every race. Who knows where it ends up, but he is certainly our champion. A magnificent display. How he caught Lund, how he kept going, and still played a tactical masterpiece on that flat ground against the far bigger opponent. What a race, Thomas Sorensen. I'm super proud to call you my friend. That was I've got a little tear in my eye. That was magnificent. Can we see an interview with the man of the day? Oh, he might not have won the overall, but he's won the hearts and minds. He's the Prince of Hearts and the King of Denmark. He may not be the champion, but he's our champion. I think we can all agree on that. Right, the final positions. So who won? What? That's not what happened. Oh, right, okay. Final positions. Oh, fifth place. Fifth place from Thomas. I said that was a stretch goal. Fifth place. It's equal fourth, even. I don't know how they've worked out that they've put in fifth, but I say it's equal fourth. Same position as last time, but an equal like massive. Lund has won the overall. Magnificent. Lund, Nielsen, Nor, Rasmussen, Sorensen. Can't argue with that. Magnificent from Lund. Yeah, after only picking up 8 points in the points race as well to win the overall, that's quite a display. Nielsen would have fancied that last race, but wasn't to be. Maybe the efforts were all too much. Rasmussen just lost out too much on the time trial. Thomas solid throughout and magnificent. Oh, he got second place. So come on, Thomas, second place, magnificent. He maybe even came up with a deal with Lund. Yeah, I'll give you second. I'll give you first if you if you let me come. I doubt it. I doubt there's any shenanigans like that. But whatever happened, second place in the final place in London. There's Thomas. Is that Thomas? Was that Thomas? That was Thomas, wasn't it? Oh, you've taken us away from our beautiful Thomas. Is that him? I think it is. Was that Lund? Oh, he's warming down. Oh, look at that magnificent six-pack. What a magnificent specimen of a man. Oh, and Thomas Sorensen, I give you... That is him, is it? Oh, what's going on now? Is it gone offline? Right, let's go to the chat. Has anyone got anything to say? Has anyone been saying anything interesting? I'm sorry I haven't been watching the chat very carefully. Let's turn Twitch off. You're laughing at my coverage. Fair enough. Yeah, what a machine. What a beast. He raced smartly and should be extremely proud of himself. Absolutely, man. Thank you for the comments. Yeah, he raced with muscle and with brains. First in war, first in peace, first in the heart of 32 Zwifters. Yes, exactly. GG, Thomas says, Miguel, how you doing, man? Great job, Thomas. He has been a champion, and Thomas had been champion had he won the sprint. He would have won the overall, would he, if he'd won that sprint? Ooh, big Asco after all those efforts against those flat watts which are available. Oh, thanks for doing the calculations for me, Ollie. Hi, Eric, how you doing? Those points were so close. They certainly were. Oh, thank you for the compliments. I hope you enjoyed it. Do it again sometime. I don't know how long. Thomas must have a few more years in the 40 plus years. He must have 7, 8 years left in this. I'll come back for all of those. Cheers, Seb. I really enjoyed that. I hope you all did too. And I will. Thomas is going to be a guest on Zwifty Chat. I'm losing my voice now. I think I've lost my voice. On February the 14th, Friday, February the 14th, and I will be joined by Lee Cassidy to interview our hero, and you will hear all about how it went down in the heart of Denmark from our hero, Thomas Sorensen. I bid you farewell.